I just got done watching probably what is the most surprising film of all of Sundance 2023 for me, and that is Theater Camp. Being someone who never was a theater kid, but loves movies and the theater, I wasn't really knowing how this movie was going to hit for me because it's about the eccentric staff of a rundown theater camp in upstate New York as they band together with the beloved founder's broy son to keep the camp afloat when she falls into a coma right before the summer session is set to begin. It's directed by Molly Gordon, Nick Lieberman. It's also written by both of them as well as Noah Galvin, and it stars such an amazing cast. But with that said, I didn't know the type of tone and I didn't know the kind of vibe that this movie was going to give or what kind of humor was it going to be. Was it going to be very inside baseball? Like if you're not a theater kid, are you not going to like this? No. If you're a theater kid, there's probably more to appreciate than what I had watched, but there's a lot of great humorous moments with theater, movies, and everything of that nature, and I actually found this to be a laugh-out-loud riot, and it very much reminded me of American Vandal, which was a fantastic mockumentary series, which is funny, actually, one of the main stars from the first season of that show is in this movie as the broy's son, and he plays the exact same character, but it reminded me very much of that, and in fact, by the time this movie ended, I was a little sad that it was only an hour and 34 minutes, because I would have loved a show to experience more time with this cast of characters, because I could not stop laughing, smiling, and weirdly even got a little bit emotional by the end. But with that said, if you are new here, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as comment down below your guys' thoughts. Are you excited for this movie? Are you not? Have you even heard about it? It's being bought out by Searchlight, I think, so it's potentially, we'll be seeing this soon. Maybe you're watching this review as it's already premiered, whether in theaters or on a streaming service, but thank you so much again for watching this. Let's dive into this review. And with every review, I love starting to talk about the pros, so let's talk about the performances here, because for me, I think the performances are what really makes this movie, because the writing's great. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the writing. I love all the twists and the turns and the fun aspects and what they decide to do with the certain camp classes and how certain characters are treated. And I always found humor in each and every one of the moments. Every single scenario, there's moments to laugh at, and also at the same time kind of root for and be curious to see where it goes. But what I was most surprised by was the way that they kind of gave every actor in here that role, and one that even if you're an outsider like me who did not go to theater camp and who was not in theater within school, there's a character in here, Ao Atterbury, which again I'm probably completely mispronouncing, I apologize, but she was so good in The Bear. And I was so excited the second she popped up on here. I was like, oh my god, she's in this movie too. And she plays someone who is pretty much this new camp counselor and a teacher that's hired because she has no teaching credentials to teach theater. The broy son fired everyone else and he's just like, it's too expensive. And that's every role and every scene she has in here is literally me. And I could not get enough of her. The way that she expressed, the way that she came off shocked, it was top tier hilarious. And I could not get enough of it. I loved it. I also love the likes of Molly Gordon, Noah Galvin. I thought both of them were phenomenal in here. I also am very surprised by Ben Platt. Now, I know a lot of people love Ben Platt specifically for what he's done for theater. I've never seen his theater performances. The only thing I've ever seen is Dear Evan Hansen, and I hated that movie. But I will give credit where credit is due. He's awesome in here. He is actually really hilarious, and I love what they were able to do in here with him. And the entire cast overall, like, you can go down the list and name every single person that is in this movie, and you would be like, yep, they have a starring moment. And I love that because you're going to find one character that you can latch onto. You're going to find one character that's a little bit relatable to. And I think that's actually one of the most clever aspects of this movie, and honestly, its entire writing. I think one of the most depressing things is that comedies like this are ones that I wish that I could just rewatch right away. And the more and more I think on this movie, I have no issues with it. The more and more I've thought about this movie, the more and more I like it. Theater Camp might be my biggest surprise of Sundance 23. It's a hilarious love letter to theater that had me laughing out loud with its mockumentary style filmmaking, which was brilliant to be used. Molly Gordon is great, Ben Platt is great, Jimmy Tatro is great, Ao Atterbury might have stolen the entire show for me, especially since I related to her character so much, and the entire cast is just honestly something else. I can't get enough of this movie. I wish it was a show. I wish it was something that I could rewatch right away again, because this is one of the most surprising and funny movies that I've seen so far. And with all that said, I'm going to give Theater Camp an A-. Thank you so much again, guys, for watching this. You guys are really all the best. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below your guys' thoughts. And of course, until next time, stay classy.